Yes, friends, so welcome once again to the channel, and let's move on towards our next paragraph of discussion. That is the most abundant organic compound on what still jasmine flowers. From here till here, we are going to cover in this particular class. Okay, up to here, we had already covered in the previous lectures. Okay, so before moving on to the lecture, I would like to show you the structure of menthol. The structure of menthol looks something like this, and the structure of cis-jasmone is something like this. Okay, so in this particular paragraph, the mention of menthol and cis-jasmone, the mention of these two compounds will be there in this paragraph, menthol and cis-jasmone. So you can have a look at their structures. Please ignore this structure. Please ignore this particular structure. Do not look at it. Okay, this is to be ignored. Please keep it in mind. So the most abundant organic compounds are those present in living things. So obviously the most abundant organic compounds will be those that are present in living things. For example, cellulose is a compound, organic compound present in living things. Okay, cellulose is an organic compound present in living things. Similarly, lipids are also organic compounds present in living things. Our cells and body contain lipids, fatty acids. Okay, all these are what? All these are organic compounds. Okay, related to life. All these are organic compounds related to life. So these are very much abundant. Okay, similarly estrogen is there. Okay, this is also an organic compound, estrogen, estrogen. Estrogen, this is also an organic compound present in the body. Testosterone. Okay, testosterone. Okay, so testosterone is also an organic compound present in the body. Okay, similarly cholesterol is also there. Okay, cholesterol, and various steroids are also there. Cholesterol is there, steroids are there. Okay, various kind of steroids are also there, which are found in living tissues. Okay, then we have glucose, fructose. Okay, these are also found in the body. Glucose is there, sucrose is there. Okay, so we intake sucrose in the form of table sugar. Okay, so these are also the compounds present in living things. So most abundant organic compounds are those that are present in living things, and also those formed over millions of years from dead things. So those, the organic compounds which are present in living things, those are very much abundant, and those formed over millions of years from dead things, those are also very much abundant. Now what is the example of those compounds which are formed over millions of years from dead things? So let me give you an example. For example, fossil fuels. Okay, fossil fuels, these are what? These are formed from dead animals, dead animals and plants, dead animals and plants over millions of years. Okay, dead animals and plants after millions of years, after millions of years. Okay, so plants and animals, dead plant and animals after millions of years, they convert into fossil fuels like coal and petroleum, like coal and petroleum. Okay, so coal and petroleum are the fossil fuels which are formed after dead animals and plants are buried under the earth. After millions of years, these things are formed. So how are they formed? Actually, let us consider that this is the land surface. Let us consider that this is the land surface, and below this land, the temperature inside earth is high. Temperature is high, and this is inside the earth. Okay, inside earth, inside earth, inside the planet earth. So what happens is that, suppose an animal or a plant died. Okay, a plant died and its dead body is lying on the land. Or if an animal dies, if an animal dies and its dead body is also lying on the land, just like this tree, this animal is also lying on the land, their dead bodies are lying on the land. So over millions of years, what happens is that layer of soil is deposited, layer of dust and layer of soil is deposited on these dead bodies. Okay, and as a result these dead bodies reach the interior of the earth. These dead bodies reach the interior of the earth. Because of this, they reach the interior of earth, because of this particular phenomena that soil is getting deposited over them. So after millions of years, they reached over here, suppose, and here the temperature is high and pressure is also high. Temperature is also high and pressure is also high. So what happens is that they get converted into coal, petroleum. Okay, they get converted into coal, petroleum, and also sometimes they are also converted to graphite and diamond. Sometimes they are also converted into graphite and diamond. Okay, so they might also be converted into graphite and diamonds. So graphite and diamonds are also carbon compounds. Coal and petroleum are also carbon compounds. But coal and petroleum are considered as organic compounds. Coal and petroleum are considered as organic compound. Regarding graphite and diamonds, I am not going to comment right now whether graphite and diamonds are organic compound or not. I am not going to comment on it right now. Whether graphite or diamonds are organic compounds or not, I am not going to comment on that. Right now, I will not comment. Okay. Later on, as we will move on in this lecture series, we will understand whether graphite and diamonds are organic compound or not. But coal and petroleum are for sure organic compounds, and that is derived from organic compounds because these dead animals, they went into the interior of the earth, and because of high temperature and high pressure, they were converted into fossil fuels. Okay, they were converted into fossil fuels because of getting buried and high temperature and high pressure. Okay, so most abundant organic compounds are those present in living things, that quite obvious. For example, cellulose is there, sucrose is there, glucose is there, fructose is there. Okay, lipids are there, fatty acids are there, cholesterol is there. Okay, testosterone is there, estrogen is there. Okay, cholesterol is there. Then we have other steroids as well. So those are present in living things. Okay, so those are very much abundant organic compounds, and those found over millions of years from dead things. What are the example of compound from what are the example of materials formed over millions of years from dead things? So the biggest example is fossil fuels. They are also organic compound. Okay, and the product which are derived from fossil fuels, for example, in the fractional distillation of petroleum, wax is also formed. Okay, in the fractional distillation of petroleum, wax is also, we also get wax as one of the product. We also get diesel as one of the product, petrol as one of the product, diesel as one of the product, kerosene as one of the product. Okay, so these are what? These are all organic compounds. Okay, so they are formed from the dead remains of the living things over millions of years. Okay, so that is the thing. In the earlier times, the organic compounds known, okay, what the author further wants to say, in earlier times, the organic compounds known from nature were those in the essential oils that could be distilled from plants, and the alkaloids that could be extracted from crushed plants with acid. So in the earlier days, in the olden days, the organic compounds that were known in the nature were in the form of essential oils, okay, and alkaloids. Okay, so essential oils, what are essential oils and alkaloids? I will tell you what are essential oils and what are alkaloids. I am going to tell you in this lecture itself. But first of all, understand that essential oils are distilled from the plants. Okay, how are essential oil obtained? Essential oils are obtained by distillation of plant material. Okay, essential oils are obtained by distillation of plant materials, whereas alkaloids are formed by extracting the crust. Means they are, alkaloids are not obtained from distillation. Okay, alkaloids are not obtained from distillation. Instead, they are obtained with the help of extraction, with the help of acid. Alkaloids are obtained and they can be extracted from the crust plants with the help of acids. With the help of acids, we can extract alkaloids, and with the help of distillation, we can extract essential oils. Now, what are essential oils and what are alkaloids? Okay, what are essential oils? First of all, let us understand what are essential oils. So, essential oils are nothing. They are mixture of compounds. Okay, mixture. The essential oils are mixture of organic compounds. Essential oils are mixture of organic compounds. Essential oils are mixture of organic compounds, and this mixture of organic compounds, okay, essential oils, there's a mixture of how many organic compounds? 20 to 100. Okay, 20 to 100 organic compounds. And what are these are the mixture of 20 to 100 organic compounds is known as essential oils. And what is their function in plants? They provide flavor. They provide aroma. Okay, they provide scent. Okay, they provide essence. Okay, these are oil like compounds, that is they are not miscible with water. These are oils like compounds which are not immiscible. Okay, immiscible compounds, immiscible with water. Okay, immiscible with water. Okay, they do not get mixed with water. That is what is the meaning of essential oils. They provide flavor, they provide aroma, they provide scent, they provide essence to the flower, fruit, to a particular plant. Okay, so for example, if the essential oil is present in flower, or if the essential oil is present in fruit, okay, or if the essential oil is present in the peel of the fruit, okay, it can also be present in peel of the fruit, it can also be present in flower of the fruit, flower of the plant, if peel of the fruit, flower of the plant, or fruit of the plant, okay, or sometimes it might also be present in seed of the plant, okay. So essential oils are such substances which are oils, and they are present in the fruit, flower, peel and seed of the plants, and sometimes in the peel of the fruit of the plant, and they provide flavor, aroma, scent and essence, okay. Their characteristic is that they provide flavor, they provide aroma, they provide scent, they provide essence to the organic to the plant, part of the plant. Now why do plants actually produce these essential oils in the first place? The question arises, why do plants produce these essential oils? So plants produce these essential oils for helping them in pollination, okay. One example is that pollination, okay. Pollination, what does it mean by pollination? Pollination means an insect is making the fruit with the help of an insect. What is pollination? Pollination means with the help of an insect or bird, with the help of an insect or a bird, a flower is getting converted into fruit, okay. Fertilization in flower is taking place. What is pollination? Pollination means fertilization in flower, okay. Pollination means fertilization in flower, and that fertilization in flower, it takes place because of these essential oils, because insect and birds are attracted towards these essential oils because of their flavor, their aroma, their scent, their essence. Because of this, the insects and birds are attracted towards the flower containing these essential oils, and as a result, because they are attracted towards the flower, they will sit on the flower, they will eat the flower, and because of that, pollination process in flowers will take place, and flowers will be in turn converted into fruits. So that is the basic mechanism why essential oils are formed by the plants in first place. Now this is not the only reason. There are many more reasons, okay, but I told you just one reason because I will keep the discussion short for now, because in the upcoming chapters essential oils will be discussed in very much detail. In the upcoming chapters the essential oils will be discussed in very much details, okay. So don't worry about it, I am just giving you an introductory idea about essential oils right now. In the future chapters we are going to study anyway it in detail. It will be studied in detail anyway in the future lectures. So for the time being I am telling you this much only, okay. Now what are alkaloids? Okay, alkaloids, these are also organic compounds just present in plants, just like essential oils. These are also organic compounds present in the plants, but alkaloids are those compounds usually which have nitrogen in those which have nitrogen in heterocyclic ring, okay. They have nitrogen in their rings, okay. Nitrogen atom in ring, nitrogen atom in their ring, those are called as alkaloids, okay. And the role of alkaloids is different from essential oils. These are not oil like, okay. These are bitter in taste, okay. They are basic in nature because of the presence of nitrogen atom. They are basic in nature, they are not similar to oils, okay. And essential oils essential oils essential oils can be essential oils are insoluble in water, okay. Essential oils are insoluble in water usually essential oils are insoluble in water, but alkaloids can either be soluble in water or can be insoluble in water. Both are possible. For alkaloids they might be soluble in water or they might not be soluble in water, but essential oils are almost always insoluble in water, but alkaloids might be soluble or might be insoluble. They are bitter in taste, they are basic in nature, they are not similar to oil, okay, and they have nitrogen in the heterocyclic ring, okay, and these are produced by the plant for defense mechanism, okay. These are produced by the plant for defense mechanism. Let me give you one example. For example, if there is a plant and this particular plant does not generate alkaloids, okay. This particular plant does not generate alkaloid, then any grazing animal like cow, like goat, any animal like cow, goat or horse, etc., these herbivorous animals will come and eat this tree, Okay, cow, goat, horse, like that, many herbivorous animals, those will come and eat this particular tree because it is not producing toxic alkaloids. But there is another tree. There is another tree. This tree produces toxic alkaloids. This tree produces toxic alkaloids. So because of this, the grazing animals will not be attracted to this plant. Okay, grazing animals will not be attracted to this plant because it is producing alkaloids. Okay, and these alkaloids are toxic in nature. So grazing animals are very smart. Grazing animals are very smart. They know which plant is poisonous and which is not. So this is producing alkaloid, toxic alkaloid, so this is poisonous. So grazing animals will not eat this plant, but this plant will be eaten up by grazing animals. So this is called as defense mechanism. This particular phenomena is called as defense mechanism, and alkaloids are produced by plant. Alkaloids are produced by plants for this defense mechanism itself. Alkaloids are produced by plants for this defense mechanism itself. Okay, so that is the thing. Usually, that is not the only purpose. Usually for defense mechanism, usually they are produced for defense mechanism. Okay, so essential oils can be obtained by distilling the plant's parts, and alkaloids can be extracted by treating the parts of plants with acid. Okay, or essential oils are obtained by distillation, and alkaloids are obtained by acid treatment of the parts of plants. Both are obtained from parts of the plants. Both of them are obtained from parts of the plants. Menthol is a famous example of a flavoring compound. So here is the structure of menthol. I had already told you in the beginning. Okay, so menthol is a famous example of a flavoring compound from the essential oil of spearmint. Okay, so the essential oil spearmint. Okay, the essential oil spearmint is it might be a mixture of compound. Okay, spearmint might be a mixture of compounds, mixture of many essential oils. Okay, essential oil of spearmint is an mixture of many essential oils that is obtained from spearmint. It is mixture of many essential oils, but menthol is an important example of essential oil of spearmint. Okay, it is a famous example of a flavoring compound, and it is a flavoring compound. Menthol is a flavoring compound. Okay, and it is a famous flavoring compound, and it is obtained from the essential oil of spearmint. Menthol is obtained from the essential oil of spearmint. Okay, so menthol is obtained from the essential oil of spearmint. Do not think that spearmint contains only menthol. No, spearmint essential oil does not contain only menthol. It also contains other compounds as well. Essential oil of spearmint also contains other compounds other than menthol, but menthol is a famous example of a flavoring compound obtained from this particular thing. But other essential oils are also present, but menthol is a famous example of essential oils present in the spearmint. Okay, and cis-jasmone, the structure of cis-jasmone has been shown here. This is the structure of cis-jasmone. Okay, and cis-jasmone is an example of a perfume distilled from jasmine flowers. So both of these are examples of essential oils. Both of these are example of essential oils. Okay, there are no examples of alkaloids in this particular paragraph. In this particular paragraph, there are no example of alkaloids. Okay, so cis-jasmine is an example of a perfume distilled from jasmine flowers. So from jasmine flowers, we obtain cis-jasmone. Cis-jasmone is obtained from jasmine flowers. Okay, and it is obtained via distillation, and it is unlike menthol. Menthol is a flavoring compound, but cis-jasmone is a perfumery compound. This compound has a perfumery value. Cis-jasmone has a perfumery value. Okay, whereas menthol has a flavoring tendency. Menthol has a flavoring tendency, whereas cis-jasmone has a perfumery value, and it is distilled from jasmine flowers, and this menthol is distilled from spearmint plant. Okay, so thank you very much. We have understood the meaning of this particular paragraph from here till here. Okay, we have understood successfully the meaning of this particular paragraph. Now we will move on towards the next paragraph from here till here in the next class. We will understand the next paragraph in the next class. Thank you very much.